Welcome to Podcast and Microphone, and today we're going to have a look at the iRig microphone for iPad. The iRig mic is an inexpensive bit of kit and it's free software from the makers of the microphone that lets you get using it straight away. The software is free, but there are options to buy extras as in-app purchases. Some of the extras are definitely worth having, and they're not a lot of money to be able to buy them either. The microphone has a single cable that plugs into your iPad, and the plug has a piggyback socket so that you can plug in some headphones so that you can hear what it is that you're saying. iRig Recorder. Now this is a free software that comes with the iRig microphone and is made to use with the microphone. There is some basic editing of the waveform, such as cutting and trimming. You can also do some basic effects editing of the sound before you export it out. Here are the settings for the smooth voice effect, and it's quite good that you can set how much effect you want applied to the sound by just moving the slider over to the left or to the right. Sending files out of iRig Recorder is pretty easy. Email is okay for the smaller files for sending out from this application to your main computer, but I find it easier to use the iTunes file sharing. When you've sent it out, you go to your computer, connect up your iPad, iPod Touch or iPhone, and then you use the File Save As command in the Apps section of iTunes. If you're going to use FTP or the SoundCloud way of exporting files out, then you should set that up in the settings beforehand. If you want to send the files out in high quality, then you should buy the upgrade so that you can send them out as the uncompressed WAV files. Myself, I always use the .wav format when I'm exporting out. Vocalive is a much more complicated application which is more for singers, but there are lots of useful effects that you can use to enhance your voice if you're a podcaster as well. For instance, you might want to use the preset of the male de-esser, and the only thing to do is to remember to turn off the reverb first, otherwise you're going to sound like you're inside a big hall or something. When you've found yourself a good combination for your voice, do save it a preset so you can go back to it again. Be warned that if you are using this application and you do have all of the effects, it's quite likely that you're going to spend quite a lot of time just playing with them all because you can do all sorts of things with it. It is more complicated than iRig Recorder, but does have more options. Here I'm using the single track version, and I'm not going to pay out to buy the 8-track recorder because I don't think I need it. If you look at the top of the picture, it does have 4 slots there available for effects. Here I'm using choir, chorus and reverb. Well, I'll turn this reverb off. Once you've set it, you can turn them on and off quite easily. If you like doing karaoke, what you can do is you can import a song from iTunes and have the vocals dimmed down so that you can have it as your backing track. You just tap on the no voice button to start that working. But in my tests, I have found that it does tend to mess up the music track as well as the voice, so maybe not quite so good. You can send the song to the recording area, but if you do that, then you're actually going to need another track to be able to record your own voice on. So in that case, you would actually need to have the 8-track recording facility. As you can see, there are lots of settings that you can play with in the preferences area, and you can spend more money in the shop area if you want to get the 8-track functionality and get yourself the master effects. But you probably don't need to do that if you're just using this for podcasting. So I'm pleased with the hardware. It's definitely a good iPad microphone. The software can be a bit annoying at times, asking you to spend more money or to buy the microphone when you have it already. Maybe the answer there is to use GarageBand for iPad instead. So why don't you come and visit us at podcastandmicrophone.com and read the full article on the website. There are also other articles about other microphones that are good for podcasting. Bye-bye now.